Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. Well, today is Floss Tube Day and it is my 114th Floss Tube. Today is March 8th, 2022 and I'm getting a very late start. It is 11 o'clock. You know, I've missed my little golden hour that I always seem to end up at 10 o'clock. Well, yeah, that wasn't happening today. I'm just moving kind of slow today. I do have my March cup. Yes. Oh, it's been a week. It's been a week. Yeah. I love this cup. Even if I did drop it on the floor, it's perfectly fine. Yeah, perfectly fine. Because it's metal. And, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was, yeah, one of the fiascos of the week. Yeah, I wouldn't say one of, it was the fiasco of the week because I had coffee everywhere. This happened during my live. If you didn't see my live, I took a drink of coffee, I set it down, I missed the table by, a couple of inches or whatever. It dropped on the floor, I got coffee all over the floor, it was into my, there's like a thing that goes to my monitor and it has like a cord and then it has a box and then it has another cord that goes into the computer. Yeah, the coffee was running towards it and the what holds my my camera for my live. It's my magnifying light thing that I never use except to do lives because I don't know. I haven't got onto it yet and I haven't had time to sit down and work on it. So yeah, that was the fiasco, I should say, of the week. Yeah, I did do an ASMR video on when we went to down by the river. It was a nice gentle walk, so my daughter and I struck out and decided to go there. She wanted to do a little metal detecting with her metal detector, and she didn't find anything. But she's walking around with the metal detector and, following every little beep. She had to, like, scoop things up. And I'm walking along and I looked down and there was a penny. I called her over. She about slapped me silly. So, yeah, that was all we found. We found a few little rocks. Nothing to write home about. But we did have a good time. We were out there for maybe an hour, pretty close to an hour. And then we went and did lunch like we always do on this was on Thursday, and I like doing the ASMR videos just every once in a while, just something different to look at. So if I find some noise that does it for everybody, but I do like the river, and I wanted to show you that the river was running. It wasn't froze up solid and all that, but it's been kind of cold here. Like today it says it's 23, but it probably feels like it's about 14 because there's a little bit of a breeze. Nothing too carried away, but it's going to be a cold day. So, yeah, we, when I look back at what I did, on my videos, because right now that's how I'm keeping track of it. I don't have a book because I can't seem to find a book, and I'm not going to spend a fortune on it, and usually they have them at the dollar store, so I will pick up a couple of them if I see them, and that way I'll have them for the following years, but right now I'm just not going to worry about it. So I go back through my videos, and where I was going with that is that it just amazes me what came in, what I did, what the week looked like. And I couldn't believe that I had done 6 reviews. It just didn't feel like it. One of them, okay, one company that I work with, I do one video one week and one video the next week. And then I have another company that I have to do 3 videos for, so I do 2 on one day, and then another one will follow up like later this week or whatever. So, yeah. It keeps you busy, and that's why I have a giant notebook to put everything in, knowing what's coming in. But it doesn't stop me from buying 3 of one pattern. Yeah, go figure. And I have so much stuff that it's like, I don't know if I have that, when I'm picking out things. So this happened. So we've gotten past that little obsession to get those 3. We have one of everything except for the bamboo, and I haven't seen it at any store that I've been. So it must be like out of stock and they can't get it in. I don't know. I did see it at one store and it said it was sold out. So go figure. So I'm not sure when or if they'll ever get it, but it's put on the back burner, shall we say, so I don't have to think about that when I'm going and ordering stuff. Holy cow. Some days it's a mission. So, and I only had, for all the stuff that the 6 things, I only had 4 starts. It was outrageous. I couldn't believe it. We'll do the very first one, and I worked on this for like, from the time I got it, kitted it, and yeah. So this is from FGOBY. And I should have written it on the back, but I didn't. So I've still got here up to there. I got almost all the way across, so it just kind of makes a weird thing. I wanted to see what her face was going to look like, so I started at her face, then I did all this across here. Then I came down here and I wanted to know if, the mice and the shoe were going to show up, and they do. It's one of those things you have to stand back from to see them, because when you're looking flat on it, it just looks like blobs of color. But, so she's almost done. I'll work on her. I just, for the past 2 days, went, nope, not happening. Can't do that today. Yeah, I just get tired of looking at it, and I'll go back and I'll slam through that, because her and her dress were kind of confettied, but the stuff on the sides, there's very big open spaces, which I can just blow through in no time, so yeah. Then, of course, we worked on European Tam. It's coming along. It's coming along. I'm starting to see a little house right here that I didn't even know exists. See, from the distance you can see it. So, trying to hold on to this. So, I'm working on the windows and stuff like that. And then there's a big space. So, I still have some things to fill in, if you will. But it's going. It's... Yeah, can't stay focused this month. I don't know what it is. Just can't imagine. Probably sparkly squirrels. But, I'll get to the point where, I want to work on that. You'll see what I mean. Because I put stuff on the back burner, and then all of a sudden, it's like, boom, I got to work on that. So, case in point, we'll go there first, since I'm on that discussion. I have to get the picture. Hang on. So, I was just sitting here, and I was watching Brenda and the Cereal Starter. And they were talking about kind of cross-stitch, and I'm like, wow, that looks so cool. Yeah, I should really do that. I should do that. Yeah, I could do. So I got out Louisa Cullimore. She is on 28 count wheat Lugana, and I'm using 1169 Silky on it, 1 thread over 2. And I just went freaking ballistic. For 2 days, I have done nothing but stitch on it. So, let's see. I came all the way across here, and I'd gotten to where this bird and these 2 little things are. So I finished all that, went up there, finished all that, and I don't know. Nope, I haven't reached that part because that's a new page. So I finished all the way across except for this. So that's like on the next page. So I came back and picked up this next page where this crown is, and I started working on it, and it was just too much full coverage. I was like, no. So I went above it, and I'm working on these parts that come across here. So I'm just kind of working around that, and I'll work on it as I go, that crown, to get it done. But everything like below this line is done, I believe. So yeah, so it's looking very good. So this, it's almost easier to show you in this, is where I'm at. So all of this was done, you know, right up to this line, and then I did all that and part of the crown. I finished all of these, everything from the bottom up to this. Yeah, in 2 days. You know, if I just really put my mind to it and that's all I stitched, I could make quite a bit of progress on this, but I do love the colors. I just love it. So, and it's, right now, it's easy to work on, and because I didn't start, as you know, with the alphabet. It has a different top on it than Hope and Love. Hope and Love is just nothing but alphabet until you get about here. Alphabet, and then it starts a little bit of numbers. And then down in the bottom section, it has like things you would put on cuffs and stuff. So I didn't want to work on alphabet. I wanted to make progress on this. So I'm kind of doing the fun part, if you will. It doesn't take much to do one little section, you know. And then we'll have all that mess to do. But, and it's not as big as the Bristol Orphanage Sampler Hope and Love. So, because as you can see, this is probably, I don't know what size this material is. But see, it didn't, that's as wide as it's ever going to be. So it's more squarish. It's got a little bit taller than it is. The other one is like wide. I mean, 30 some inches wide by like 38 inches tall-ish. It's long. So, yeah, I'm going to put that in there so nothing happens to it. And let me, whoops, sorry, didn't mean to hit the camera. My bad. So what else did we work on? Holy cow, that was a rendition, wasn't it? Okay, I don't have a picture for this. I will insert it here. Alright, I'm back. Because that's the only way I know how to insert everything. As you saw, it's the poppies in pinks and oranges. So we started with that bright orange, and I did get that much done on it. But it's not very big. I kind of like it. You know, and it's not confettied. It does have some big areas, which is fine. But I just haven't made much progress. I wanted to get, and you can't even tell by looking at it, maybe you can see the different shades. Sooner or later I'm going to hit that red, you know, in there. But for right now I'm into the peach colors of the poppies. So yeah, I like it. It's a pretty little thing. And I got it from Everyday E-Craft. So it's down here in my little basket of tricks that I just pull out if I want to work on, you know, something. Right now it's right there. I don't have to get up. I don't have to put it in a hoop. I don't have, you know, there's no folder. I'll just pick it up and stitch, because some days I just need to do that. Now, let's see, what else did we work on? Now, I got this one from Easy, and that's E-A-S-E DIY. This is one of my starts. Aren't those pretty? Look at all those. It's just like an explosion of color. I love it. Have I been back to it? No. I may have to get out 10 projects, put everything else away, out of my sight, and just concentrate on those 10. It's the only way anything's ever going to get done. So, we didn't do much on this. I just love the picture, though. But we're just up here in this corner. That's all we've gotten done, you can see. It's kind of pale, isn't it? Yep, there's only one color there. But I'll keep it out because it's spring and summer-like, and you see all the birds, and yeah. I mean, I see birds now. They're just not, mine are not colorful like that. We get magpies and robins. I have seen very many cardinals at all. We get woodpeckers and blue jays, I think. And sometimes we have bluebirds. So, yeah. Put that down there. And the last thing that I worked on this week, I got from VIP Cross Stitch. If I can get undone. Comes in a nice plastic bag. Not a Joy Sunday, maybe because it had this hoop in it. Came with a hoop. Bizarre but true. And it looks like this. And it's not very big either. It's a 30 by 30. So it's pretty short and square. And I just got one of the leaves started. So this is a pretty stiff canvas. But there's not much to it, so it'll stay in my short rows thing, you know, stuff that's not too difficult to finish. And I do want, I think, the more I look at this, I do want to go around those leaves with, say, maybe an orange or something. I don't know. They just don't stand out well. There's not a whole lot of detail in this. And it certainly did not warrant this. So it'll never get finished in that. I don't know. It was just kind of funky. And it was different, see, so that's why I got it. Because I've never seen kits that actually came with hoops. Well, except for my granddaughter's kits. But that was a whole bunch of little embroidered pictures. I mean, the pictures, it came with 6 pictures, and they were all going to be about that big. And it came with little tiny hoops that you would put it in, I think. It was 5 or 6, what do you call it? Little hoops. Worthless, but yeah. So, you know, I would more sooner buy a bunch of square, little tiny square ones to put them in than that hoop falderall. No, I watched that whole process and went, I don't think I can get it. Because you put it in there, I think, and you cut it off and then you glue it down, and it might look okay, but it's just too bizarre for me. I'm sorry. I mean, I have put things in round frames, but I don't know. Just the way it's all. No. It just looked odd. I don't know how else to explain it. I truly don't. I gotta get this European town up. But I really want to work some more on it. And I pick it up when, you know, I'm feeling like I need to focus on something else, and I just put something on Netflix and just go. That's all I've got. That's all I do. Now we'll have another review. It's like part 3 of the 2 I did on the weekend. That'll be coming up tomorrow. No plans. My daughter doesn't have to go back to the doctor. I was thinking she had to go back to the doctor. They're just going to call her to find out. She got the injections on Friday. That all went in good. I mean, but she's still kind of, you know how when they, I want to call it, that's kind of a strong word, traumatized, like a muscle. Your muscle's going to be sore. Just like if you get a shot in your arm. You know, it's going to be sore at the site. So she's still fighting that, but she sounds better. She wasn't on her drugs, you know, because of pain or anything. But they said it'd take about a week and see where that goes, and then they're going to wait another 2 weeks to see if it kicks in, gets better. If it's not better, then they're going to have to do surgery. So One day at a time is about all I am capable of, all y'all. So, other than that, we'll have our live on Saturday. I'll try not to spill more coffee. I just don't have any plans. You know, I fly this by the seat of my pants. It's whatever comes up, whatever I decide I'm going to work on. I don't know if we'll have more Stitch with me's this week or not. I don't know. Might even have a diamond paint with me. It just, not much going. Not much going at all. This is the quiet time of year, and we should be really grateful that it's quiet, because the summer is like a nightmare where I work. I mean, we are flat out running from the time we get there to the time we leave, and then somebody else, it's like, pass the baton, I'm out of here, because it's just that busy. I mean, you can't even get in the parking lot. People are circling parking lots, circling blocks, just to get into our area. So I have no idea where that's going. If it'll be like that this year, due to things that I'm not even going to get into. Not going there, and I'm not voicing my opinion on it. It's not that I don't care. It's just, everything has its place. And I'm sorry. I do care about everything that's going on. I do. But I just, nope. No. And I feel bad for Natalia. I mean, it must be very, like, helpless. You can't do anything. You can't get there. You can't, I have no idea. That has never happened to me in my whole life. So I have no idea how I would react. I would be losing it, basically. Yeah. You wouldn't see me on Floss Tube, but it's a good thing that she does have her channel, because it does help her to release the tension and the frustration and blah, blah, blah. So, I'm not taking it lightly. I'm just, that's about all I've got to say about that. But I care deeply about what's going on, and I'm angry. So, no. Can't say no more. I'm done. Nope, can't say. But back to cross stitch. I'm glad that each and every one of you are here, that each and every one of you are either subscribed or watching my videos. If you like it, subscribe. We do cross stitch, diamond painting, beaded cross stitch, counted cross stitch, all kinds of stuff. And, we might get into embroidery. I may have to do a video on that, because I got that kit. And I'm not real sure if I can still do that. So, yeah, that'll be a journey. But I'm glad that you're all here, and, you guys are my rock. I appreciate each and every one of you. It amazes me. And I'm glad we have this community where we can get together and talk about what crafts we do, or, and not everybody is the same. So everybody has all different kinds of projects. And I think that's just fabulous that we can share all that. Because for so many years, so many years, it has been, it's not that we weren't sharing it, but we were sharing it on a local level. Or now it's exploded. It's the world, it's our world. We can see what somebody in India is doing, or somebody in Pakistan, or somebody in Alaska is doing. It boggles the mind. But I'm glad that it's there. And I haven't had this kind of an outlet ever in the past. I always wanted to do crafts, or I was doing crafts, or I was quilting, or this and that. And, I was working with somebody else that was quilting. They were kind of showing me the ropes or whatever. But that was as far as it went. You're in your own little bubble. You're still doing your quilting, and you look up and it's like, okay. Nobody else is doing this, so I have nothing to compare it to other than the person that was teaching me. You know, I'd like to see more. I mean, I did get to go to quilt shows or whatever, but that was the only way that there was an outlet. So I'm just really happy that we have all this now. And I think it makes a difference in people's lives, you know, that not live videos, but in their lives in general, that they can share that they do this or their passion for this or for that, you know. So go YouTube, you know. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Please hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.